two oceanic kings, Namor and Aquaman. Who wins between them if they have to fight each other in an all-out battle? Like, subscribe, comment down below, and any thoughts you have about this video. Now, let's go through a couple of categories which help us probably determine the victor of this battle. We shall be beginning with the category of physical strength. Who is stronger between these two characters? Well, in a previous video I mentioned that I believe Thor's physical strength to be greater than that of Wonder Woman's levels of physical strength, because Thor showed greater feats in terms of physical strength, with him being capable of really being on par with the physical strength levels of characters like the Hulk, One Punch Leviathan, and defeated Fenris. Wonder Woman's levels of physical strength are quite high and are quite powerful and really dangerous, but not at the same level as Thor's. But she can definitely hold her own in terms of physical strength with Thor. Now, the thing is, Namor is above the physical strength levels of Thor. He can sometimes be on par with the physical strength levels of even the Hulk himself when properly hydrated. So you can possibly put Namor in between Thor and the Hulk in terms of physical strength, whilst Aquaman is on par, can definitely hold his own in terms of physical strength against Wonder Woman, based on the lack of feats that he actually has, though he was capable of holding his own against Superman and against Steppenwolf in terms of physical strength. I can't exactly put him at the same level of physical strength as Wonder Woman, so I can slightly put him below Wonder Woman, and that would obviously mean that, given that Thor is stronger than the physical strength levels of Wonder Woman, and Namor is most likely a bit stronger than the physical strength levels of Thor, and obviously Aquaman is below Wonder Woman, so in terms of physical strength I'm giving it to Namor. Now, in terms of speed, in that previous video I gave it to Wonder Woman, because she was capable of moving so fast. She slowed down lightning to such a state that she could even tie a rope around it and fly, and that would obviously need her levels of speed to be quite extreme. Yes, Thor's levels of speed are also incredible, given that he's capable of keeping on par with the speed levels of someone like Hela, who was capable of reacting to Thor's volatile lightning from close proximity. But this Wonder Woman's levels of speed and her feats in terms of speed do outweigh the feats of speed that Thor has, in my opinion. So I gave Wonder Woman the aspect of speed, and in this specific situation Namor is around the same speed levels of Thor, whilst Aquaman is slightly below the speed levels of Wonder Woman. So I can either put them on par or just say that Namor is most likely the faster one between the two. I am definitely leaning on Namor being faster than the speed levels of Aquaman, but Aquaman himself is still incredibly fast. And then in terms of durability, well, both these characters are incredibly durable. It took Vision, Iron Man, and Thor to actually hurt Ultron when he juiced up with some vibranium. It took multiple strikes from Thanos to actually break Captain America's shield, which took blows from Mjolnir multiple times. Thanos is on par with the physical strength levels of the Hulk, One Punch Leviathan, and defeated Fenris. Those all need incredible levels of physical strength, and yet the vibranium of Captain America's shield was capable of taking a couple blows from Thanos himself. That is an incredible feat of durability to think about, and given that Namor is coated with vibranium, he's made of vibranium, that would mean that his levels of durability are around the same levels of durability as Ultron and as Captain America's shield, possibly even greater than them. So that would mean Namor's durability levels are quite incredible. And then on the other side you got Aquaman, who is capable of taking multiple blows from very powerful characters like Superman and Steppenwolf, and he took those blows without even bleeding. That would mean his durability levels are quite incredible. These characters, in my opinion, are very on par in terms of durability, though I do believe Namor is slightly more durable based on the feats we have from vibranium and the lack of feats of durability we have from Aquaman, and the fact that he has actually been kind of knocked down and knocked out. And then in terms of martial arts, I'm leaning on Aquaman being the better martial artist based on the martial arts scenes we've actually gotten from him, and the lack of martial arts scenes we've actually gotten from Namor, who has mainly fought characters who are weaker than him, so he doesn't really have real reason to display his martial art abilities. Instead, he just outpowers them in terms of physical strength or speed or his ability to fly and his weapons. So in terms of hand-to-hand combat, I'm leaning on Aquaman being the better martial artist. And now in terms of power, well, in terms of extraordinary power, the only extraordinary power there actually is in this battle is flight and the ability to actually communicate with animals or sea creatures. And yeah, in that specific category I am leaning towards Namor, given that he can communicate with animals just like Aquaman, and that would obviously mean he is slightly above the power levels of Aquaman when talking about extraordinary abilities. Now, who actually wins between these two characters if they were to fight decided an all-out battle? Well, I do believe the victor to be Namor. He's stronger than Aquaman, on par with Aquaman's levels of speed. Yes, most likely slightly more durable than Aquaman. He might not be as good at martial arts, but he has greater power or more powers than Aquaman, and I just naturally believe believe his extraordinary advantages should allow him a greater advantage in winning this battle, but it is a really close battle if we are truly being technical with it. Of course, the weapons are also a specific something you have to put in consideration. Aquaman's spear is actually quite powerful, with it being capable of hurting quite a few characters and piercing their skin, as well as taking blows from a variety of different characters. Namor also has his own vibranium spear, which is also quite powerful and quite durable. And in this actual battle between these two characters, I do believe Namor to most likely be the victorious one. Now, I'm sure a few people have a couple of comments and thoughts about this. If y'all do, you can leave them down below. This is MC Info with another MC Clash. I'm out.